All right. Well, the Rumble happened, and was not good. This Rumble has to be one of the worst Rumbles I think I've seen in a long, long time. This in 2022, these two Rumbles have been the worst consecutive Rumbles I have seen ever. It's really bad. Like last year's was pretty much a jobber rumble, like all jobbers, no stars in it. But I don't know. I'm tossing up if this was even worse because you had a few moments like Brock having his tantrum in it, having a fit during the match. That was kind of cool. And then you had like the Logan Paul and Ricochet meeting across a ring from both sides. That was kind of cool. For the clothesline, that was a good spot. But other than that, who gave a shit? It's terrible. And the fact that they opened up with the men's rumble, I'm like, I remember I turned on just to see what the arena looked like, what the stage setup was like. And I turned on the rumble. And there was no pyro for Rumble, but there's pyro on Raw, but there's no pyro at the Rumble. So budget cuts, looks like shit. Then so like, yeah, so and they start off with the Rumble, and there's no by the numbers beforehand. They posted that to the WWE YouTube page, but there's no by the numbers. There's none of that to hype it up. There's no video package beforehand. It just goes into the Rumble. There's no announcer. Everyone knows the rules, but it just adds to the hype of it. There's none of that. It just happens. It just starts, and I can see why. And I instantly knew it when that Rumble was happening that early in the night. I knew that all those rumors of The Rock coming back and all that shit, that was bullshit. Because then if The Rock's going to come back in the Rumble, he's not coming. It's not going to be on first on the night. It's going to be bloody the main event of the show, you know what I mean? So I instantly knew that wasn't happening. But what was even worse, maybe not The Rock coming back, but another big return, or maybe Cena or something, coming back in the Rumble. Maybe that could have been number 30 or something. But the end of that, and old Ray getting attacked by Dominic, and then he never entered the Rumble, and then bloody they never had a replacement for him, so there was only 29 guys. And then at the end, it was like the final four. I was like, okay, there's got to be someone still coming out. There's got to be still someone coming out. And there was nobody. Nobody came. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, when it came to him and Gunter, or whatever the fuck his name is, that jabroni ass motherfucker that people keep hyping up. Like, no one gives a shit. This guy's like the definition of a vanilla midget. Gunter, he went an hour and something in the Rumble. He set a new record. Well, it's not a record, but it's fucking fake. And no one gives a shit. Okay, and he's not gonna sell any tickets. He's boring. He's fucking boring, dude. And instantly, then, Cody's going over, and I'm like, this is fucking terrible. It's like, we knew who was going to be in the Rumble, but it's like, it's so predictable he's going to win, dude, like, and it's not predictable in a good way, like, not everything has to be super unpredictable to be good, but this was just lame. It had no energy to it. It was boring. And they were setting up, like, a Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley thing for Mania, because Lashley eliminated him, and, that's what he was having that tantrum about, that fit, while he's throwing the steps on the announce table. That was kind of something. I thought that was going to last longer, because they had all these refs coming out and causing a scene. I thought it was going to be crazy, but they kind of just died off. But they're going to do that again, Lesnar and Lashley. Like, we haven't seen that before. I mean, Lashley is boring as fuck, and I mean, Lesnar has star power just because, Lesnar can cut a good promo, but he has star power just because he was in the UFC. Lashley's done MMA, but no one really knows that because he hasn't, it's just not, no one really cares about Bobby Lashley, let's be honest. And we've already seen this match, so I have no desire to see that match again. I never found it interesting in the first place. And then what else you got, later in the night they had the Bloodline storyline that everyone says, oh, it's fucking great, the Bloodline. It's fucking corny, dude. It's fucking corny. It's fucking boring. Him versus Kevin Owens again, that happened. And then Sami Zayn turned on him. Oh, who wouldn't see that one fucking coming, guys? Like, that this big initiation ceremony on Raw with him. And I'm like, Yeah, but of course he's gonna turn on him at the Rumble. He did it, exactly like Seth Rollins did with the Shield. Exact same matter. It was just like, who gives it? It's terrible, dude. Yeah, but there's no big stars, and I'm like, I don't get why they put on these Rumbles. I'm so sick and tired of these bloody Rumbles where they put so many guys in there who are not going to win it, and it should not be guys in the Rumble that are jobbers on their everyday roster. It should not be lower card guys in the Rumble that are just shit that are in the Rumble, that are just everyday shitty wrestlers out there. It should be use it to showcase part-timers. Obviously, they're not going to win, but people will be excited if they came and just to see them back again, like a comeback, a little comeback in the Rumble. That would be cool. It's always good. It's like, that's why Booker T was the best entrant in the Rumble, seeing him again, and bloody seeing Edge come back. People like the older stars, and they don't have any new stars. And no one believes that fucking Johnny Gargano is going to fucking win, that fucking frog-looking motherfucker. Like, it's like, I'm just tired of these shitty Rumbles. And then, I didn't have high hopes going into this thing. Let's just say that right now. I didn't. I just tuned in, and luckily, the Royal Rumble was the first thing. So I just skimmed through it. I didn't watch the whole thing straight, sat there. I was distracted most of the time looking on my phone. And yeah, I didn't have much hope for that, but luckily it was at the beginning of the show, so I could just leave after, because everything else was dog shit. The only thing that could have been good was the Rumble, and that was dog shit too, so the whole show was terrible. And this show, I'm not interested in Mania. I'm not going to watch it. I have no desire to even look at it. I'm done. It's just so bad. It's not getting better. And I thought since Vince is back, maybe this show would have been good. A little bit better than bloody Triple H. Triple H is Indie Vision. Triple H's Noseman's bloody Indie Vision strong style bullshit, but it's terrible. It's still bad, and he still had the influence on this show. Cody Rhodes won, and no one's going to care in a year. It would have been kind of cool, I guess, if Randy Orton came back in that Rumble, but, like with, Cody Rhodes, that would have been a cool moment, because they were in Legacy and stuff, but, obviously he's still injured, so that's fine, it's whatever, but that would have been so cool if that happened, but, that would have been something, at least, it would have made the Cody return and the Cody win worth it. I think you got a moment out of it, and maybe, who knows, maybe Randy could have screwed him out of it, and then they could have had a story. That would have been cool, a storyline with that for WrestleMania, with Randy and Cody. That would have been good, because there's history there, but, it's just bad the way they went, and it's crap. So that's it, guys. I promised I would do this if it got some attention the other video. So I'm glad you liked the other video and you supported it, and hopefully you guys can support this. I know I got it out a day late, but man, that was just draining. After watching that, I was just so fucking just disappointed, man. Not even angry anymore. You can't get angry if it, It's just it's expected at this point to be bad, But when you have no expectations and it can't even overpass those basic, very low expectations. That's how you know you're doing a bad job, and that's how you know, this, it's gonna die. It's not gonna lie. By 10 years, this shit's gonna be dead or something. It's like the viewership, the way they're going, and the way they keep booking shows. They'll be lucky to last the next 10 years. Lucky. But anyway, that's it, man. As I said, yeah. Thanks, subscribe, and yeah, peace.